This is chapter 4 of When Realms Bind. Liberian and Pragner return to the council room to find Altum and Equitatem, Lord Young Goldsmith, daughter Cantwell, and Anima Cantwell on the chairs. Iniquitatem sees them come in and smiles. Find a seat, boys. Liberian sits in a chair to the left of Anima, and Pragner sits towards the right end of the council room. Iniquitatem speaks after walking around and in front of the group. He smiles confidently, chest puffed, and begins his speech. This is my plan. Lord Young Goldsmith leaves with daughter Cantwell to rally together the generals and search for these boys and girls. Anima, you rebuild order in your kingdom with the assistance of Pragner and Liberian. I will travel lightly to ensure the southern and eastern defenders are on our side, knowing how Misiturator is probably on his way there if he made it alive. I, King Anima, approve of your suggestion. Iniquitatem smiles again. He bows deeply. Thank you, my king. Long live the king. Outside the castle walls, Vochem, Mexican Coke, and Curb rest a while. After sitting and standing in silence, Vochem talks. I have a few places in mind to go, Vochem begins. We could go find the defenders, but Misiturator is probably on his way there right now. We could also find my friend Istra, or my even older friend Attilian, to fight against these villains. They pause and he smiles. This is in some ways a blessing. Attilian was thought to be dead by all. I think that even his supposed murderer, the warrior of the South, thought he was dead. When I died, though, Attilian was nowhere to be found in the afterlife. That is when I knew that Attilian survived whatever was cast upon him. I always wanted to find him someday. Good story, said Mexican Coke. Let's go find him then. Who knows where he or Easter is anyways? We'll just start traveling and see where the journey takes us. They head east. Before Iniquitatem leaves, he goes to the church and finds the bodies of Crampletine, with his head chopped off, and the pilot. He frowns, walks past the pilot, and stands before Crampletine. He murmurs, again, mysterious words. He then takes Crampletine's body and places it in the rafters of the church. Before he leaves, he pauses and looks at the pilot. After pausing for quite some time, he smiles and walks back to the pilot. He begins the mysterious chant again. The scene then cuts to Iniquitatem and Liberian talking together before Iniquitatem gets on his horse and gallops away. Liberian watches him ride off into the distance. He then turns and walks back into the castle without much spirit nor emotion. This is the end of chapter 4 of When Realms Bind.